Good evening, everybody. My name is Shane Fox, and this is my portion of the group project for the Global Leadership Project on Margaret Thatcher. The leadership principle that I'm citing in this particular slide will be creating vision and purpose. It is a leader's responsibility to set clear objectives and to motivate their followers to achieve those objectives. Margaret Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher's greatest strength was her unwavering dedication to her objectives, and as the Prime Minister, her success was measured by her ability to gain the approval, consent, and loyalty of those who followed her. Having taken office during a time of political and economic turmoil in Great Britain, Margaret's ability to strategize was paramount. And Margaret's laser focus on her goals and unforgiving determination contributed heavily to the successful execution of her political objectives, which of course were the privatization of certain British businesses and the revitalization of the British economy. Leadership qualities and historical context for the Iron Lady, which, by the way, is a nickname that Margaret got from the Soviet Union media. And this was actually as a result of a speech that she gave in the late 1970s, earlier in her term as Prime Minister. And she was the first female Prime Minister from 1979 to 1990. And Margaret demonstrated conviction in her vision and followed that vision with unwavering determination. She was able to stand firm on her beliefs in the face of opposition, and it was Margaret's tenacity and ability to unite the people of Britain in favor of her vision that transformed the British political landscape. It's glaringly obvious that Margaret was an inspirational leader of her time. She was the first female prime minister, or during a time when it was relatively uncommon to see, women in politics. And she was so inspirational and so well respected that she actually gained the attention of Ronald Reagan. In the photo to the left, you see Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher sitting together. Ronald Reagan, the U.S. president at the time, actually became an outspoken advocate for Margaret and was a supporter of some of her initiatives while she was the prime minister. So not only did Margaret, inspire the nation of Great Britain towards the goals and objectives that she had set for the nation, but she also was able to inspire the United States president as well to a point where he wanted to support the initiatives that she had set forth. As a consulting perspective, while Margaret's drive and strong moral compass were among her best and most influential leadership qualities, her unwillingness to back down may have been her greatest weakness. Advice for Margaret and leaders like her: while tenacity and fighting spirit are great assets for women in male-dominated fields, like politics, it is still important to choose which battles are worth fighting. Margaret's failure to consider opinions and beliefs outside of her own moral convictions ended up causing animosity and division, which is obviously not something any leader wants. A leader is dependent on their ability to inspire and empower others, and there are times when ferocity and combativeness is counterproductive. All right, for creating vision and purpose, the summary: leaders, especially in Margaret's capacity, must inspire those whom they lead to accomplish their goals. Margaret possessed qualities that would make her not only successful as the first woman prime minister, but also as a role model for future women in British politics. She effectively motivated and improved the nation in which she led and earned her place in history as an inspiring leadership figure. However, it was her unyielding fighting spirit which caused her fall from popularity. Thank you all for listening to this portion of the presentation.